Welcome back to Channel 3.4. This is an episode of Music Felt by Me and the very first episode of the Wednesday Wheel. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to Channel 3.4. This is an episode of Music Felt by Me and the very first episode of the Wednesday Wheel. So what we have here is we have a wheel that has every single EMINEM song ever. The reason why we're sitting at this wheel is because people voted on Discord and on the YouTube community post, which is where I'm going to post these Wednesday Wheel polls. Sometimes it's going to be every EMINEM song. There's 4 wheels that's going to be voted on. So this one, for example, is every Drake song, every Tupac song, every EMINEM song, every Kendrick Lamar song. Sometimes the wheel may consist of every 2010s rap album. And then we'll, spin a wheel, land on an album, and then pick one random song off of, we'll do a wheel for that random album. So it could be a bunch of different things to do. It could be saddest songs of all time, and then we'll spin the wheel and then do that. So it's not always going to be one artist exclusively. It could be genres, could be categories or vibes or whatever. So what we did here was we landed on, based on the results of the poll, or polls, I should say, EMINEM songs. So EMINEM got like 9 votes on the YouTube community post. Link for the Discord is down below. Every Discord vote will count as 2 for that category or that vote, that option. So yeah, you can vote in either spot. Be on the lookout for those. Every Wednesday we will have a wheel video. Now, EMINEM wheel will be removed from next week, so we don't just wind up doing the same wheel over and over again. But what's going to happen is I am going to, whatever we select, I'm going to remove from the wheel so it can't be picked again. So we're going to also be dwindling down on these people's catalogs also. So let's get right into this. Every EMINEM song. Let's spin the wheel first. I'll explain a little bit more as we go, but let's spin this wheel. All right, let's see what we got. So what's going to happen is this EMINEM song that is randomly selected. My darling, wow. Okay, my darling. What's going to happen now is my darling is going to be removed from this wheel, and EMINEM's wheel will be removed from next week's polls. So that way we don't wind up doing EMINEM songs only and people just voting for it all the time. So this wheel will get put back into the rotation of options, but EMINEM's wheel is out. My darling is out. Removed. We're going to save changes. All right. Now we go.
Look, if I were to rap about the crap that's out, that's the route you probably want me to take. Cause you're just dying to know what I think and my take on some other rappers. If I was to say something about Paul Wall, you probably crapping your pants. Cause I'm white and he's white, so he's like my competition, right? Nope, Paul Wall is dope, and so's Bubba,
So it's sort of his like nonchalant way of just being like, yeah, whatever, they're cool. But like, he's not my competition. Like, he's white. Like, so I'm white and he's white. So he's like my competition. Right? Nope. Like, he doesn't view them as competitors. He doesn't view them as peers even. Just sort of like, yeah, whatever. He's cool. He does his thing. And then, whatever. Just moves. Kind of blows past that. He just seemed like he couldn't be interested in that conversation.
I don't compete with nobody. I just go hard, do the rope-a-dope, Ali shuffle, and dance around my opponents, do donuts. Sometimes I play possum, like I'm asleep, it's awesome. I'm like a sleeping giant, and when I wake, I'm like Dre. I just jump from out of nowhere and bite prey, and sink my teeth in them and fill them full of poison and make a noise like a snake before I kill him, and let them know that I just don't feel him, and smack him with the backwitty, the Eminem emblem. I was taught if you're gonna murder somebody, you should face him. Tell him why, look him dead in the eye, then waste him. And
that is tough. I was taught if you were gonna murder somebody, you should face him, look him dead in the eye, tell him why, and then waste him. Yeah, that's tough. You just said, you don't sneak attack somebody, you don't sucker punch somebody, whatever. You like, if you can do it, you're gonna basically walk them down, look them eye to eye, and say like, look, this is what's gonna happen. Here's why, and then do commit your action, I guess. But yeah, I've always loved this song. The first verse I never really was into that much, but the concept later of the the conversation back and forth, I've always liked that element of it. But yeah, the beginning of the song I've always kind of been a little, I think, like, I don't know. He seems disinterested. It feels disinterested, so it's kind of not very all that interesting, I guess, to me. Just kind of seems like a guy that's like, yeah, I'll fuck up my opponent when I need to, and I just kind of like lay low, and then I attack, and then just I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot there for me in the beginning.
There's somebody you should face him. Tell him why, look him dead in the eye, then waste him. In the dark shall emerge from the fiery depths of hell, to swallow the shallow, the hollow who dwell in the shadows of all who are willing to sell their souls for this rap game, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That ain't the hook. Now follow me.
That always cracked me up because anyone listening to the song, especially for the first time, starts to feel like, okay, this is the repetitive chorus of the song. It's okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now that ain't the hook. It's like that wasn't the hook. It's just now come follow me.
Nothing else for me to say, my public adores me. Everybody bores me, they're just so corny. So at night before I sleep, I look in the mirror. The mirror grows lips and it whispers, come nearer, my darling. I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. And if I cannot have you, no one can, you my darling. Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body. I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. And if I cannot have you, no one can, you my darling. Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body.
The melody for that hook is so interesting to me because there's nothing that really leads, I don't think.
Can you, my darling? Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart.
There's like a violin or string that's running underneath that. It's just a very interesting melody to come up with there. And there wasn't a lot sonically or musically that kind of would lead you to that decision, I guess, to kind of go with that melody for that hook. It's a lot of open space. He fills it a lot. It's a pretty wordy hook, but I do like the "my darling, promise me you'll never ever leave me, my darling." It's one of those ones that always did stick with me. Very wordy, but also catchy.
Your body, I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. And if I cannot have you, no one can, you my darling. Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body.
Shady, I know you're in there somewhere. Come here, talk to me. Sit here, pull up a chair. Why don't you cut your hair? Dye it back, come on, try it.
No, I told you, leave me the fuck alone, will you?
But I'm here to rebuild you.
But I already killed you.
But Shady, we were meant for each other. Think about your mother.
Yeah, so what of her?
Well, think about what she did to you and your little brother. All them foster homes.
Fuck you, motherfucker! I had you beat.
No, I was playing possum, remember? I let you watch your little girls blossom. I gave you enough time, your soul's mine. I'm taking it back.
You fucking bitch, why?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the vocal performance in this song I always thought was very, very underrated. Like, very good performance here. The rhyming is great, the back and forth stuff, but the thing that really stood out to me is like the knife he's turning on himself, like being the writer of the demonic voice, the voice of Shady and the devil that comes with it. Being the voice of that also is writing these harsh truths or harsh fears maybe for him, like remember, I even let your little girls blossom. Remember, like, think about your mother. Yeah, so whatever. We'll think about what she did to you and your little brother. Like, having to remind himself of these bad things he experienced as someone else reminding himself. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's kind of a very deeply woven, self-aware song, I think. Like, I don't know, or maybe like fourth wall kind of song. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I always took big interest in his ability to write about these sensitive subjects. He always has, but antagonizing himself with them as himself, kind of like, he's just such an interesting perspective, I guess.
Enough time, your soul's mine. I'm taking it back.
You fucking bitch, why?
Because I love you. Look a little closer. Isn't that us on that poster?
My darling, I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. And if I cannot have you, no one can, you my darling. Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body. I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. And if I cannot have you, no one can, you my darling. Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body.
Shady, listen. You hear that? They're screaming for you. I can bring your career back.
But I don't want it back.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You're gonna regret it later.
No, I won't.
I'ma get Dre on the phone. I'll just call the doctor.
Go ahead. I already talked to Dre yesterday.
Well, I got him on the phone right now.
You're lying.
Yo, Slim.
How? Why now? What up, Dre?
Check this out, Slim. I gotta talk to you. I don't know. It just seems like ever since you got off your drugs, you became a lot softer.
But Dre, all Shady is a bottle of hair bleaching vodka.
Well, just think about it, Slim. I'm here. Just sit me back and let me know what's up.
Fuck this mirror.
Yeah, it's crazy. Imagine like kind of having this psychotic, manic episode, having this paranoid conversation with yourself or the spirit or whatever that is like leading you to being on the phone with Dr. Dre while Dr. Dre is telling you the last thing you want to hear, but then also being like, yeah, well, whatever, just think about it, you know, and then, you know, reminding you of the fans that are waiting for you and all the success that's there, and then being like, no, I don't really want it, and say, yeah, you do, no, I don't, yeah, you do, and having this argument with yourself. It's just, yeah, it's a, you know, I mean, of course, there's been songs like Damien and other songs where there's these conversational type records, but and even one like with the devil, more specifically like the Damon record, but or records I should say, but yeah, there's something about this that is not just, maybe it's just because his life is so public, like for such a private guy, his life and his shortcomings and his issues are so public, just because of how much he's been expressive and honest about them and vulnerable in his music, that you feel like you can kind of connect to each of these topics, and it just makes it really interesting to me, you know, seeing him battle himself manically while doing his
I'm not in the mirror, I'm inside you. Let me guide you.
Fuck you, die, you son of a bitch.
Put the gun down.
Bye bye. Okay, I'm still alive.
So am I too. You can't kill a spirit even if you tried to. You sold your soul to me. Need I remind you? You remember that night you prayed to God you give anything to get a record deal? When Dre signed you, this is what you wanted your whole life. Marshall, right? Woo. Look at this house, look at these cars, they're so nice. Woo. Oh, but you didn't know fame has a price too. That you just now seeing the downside too. Lose your best friend from high school, your wife too. Ain't even sure if your kids like you. Come off tour, can't even sleep at night without NyQuil. Become a value-matic, start a rehab cycle. But you
See that little run right there, I always thought was so telling. I think because he's antagonizing himself, but he's also like talking him through these insecurities that he has, and then it's like, how real are those? Like, is Marshall Mathers really sitting there at this point questioning whether or not his kids like him? Are you not even sure if your kids like you? Came off tour, can't even sleep at night without NyQuil? Crazy. But yeah, you just lost your best friend from high school, your wife too, not even sure if your kids like you. That's crazy. That's crazy. That one, I remember the first time I was like, damn. Because it feels like he's the only one that knows that would be an insecurity of his. You know what I mean? Except for maybe people who expressed it too. But like, you know, him even demonically walking him through his insecurities or his issues is also him telling us something that he's worried about, and he's not sure if his kids like him, and that doesn't sit well with him. You know, it's just such an interesting line. I'll my favorite part and one of my favorite moments of Eminem of all time is that run right there. This, how fame has a price too, that you're just now seeing the downside too. You lose your best friend from high school, your wife too, not even sure if your kids like you, come off tour, can't even sleep at night without NyQuil. That shit is crazy. So well wrapped, so honest and vulnerable, and yeah, it just says a lot, saying a lot. This is one of my favorite moments of Eminem of all time. I like this song from a theory, conceptually. I like the song. The second and third verse I think are so good. The first verse, I'm not a big fan of. The hook, like I said, is wordy but catchy. We'll get into the rating later, but yeah, it's weird. It's like one of my favorite Eminem songs, but not one that I. It's like. It's not one I really listen to a lot, but it's one of my favorite songs. It is for sure.
Who your wife too? Ain't even sure if your kids like you. Come off tour, can't even sleep at night without NyQuil. Become a value-matic, start a rehab cycle. But together we can break the cycle. Marshall, no one's gonna love you like I do.
I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. And if I cannot have you, no one can, you my darling. Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body. I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. And if I cannot have you, no one can, you my darling. Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body. I don't ever want you to leave me, my darling. You and me were meant to be together, my darling. And if I cannot have you, no one can, you my darling. Cause I possess your soul, your mind, your heart, and your body.
Yeah, interesting. If I had to rate it -10, which I'm going to, I do have to because that's what the show is. That's the whole point of the show. -10 to +10. Turn it down, turn it up. I would turn it up for sure. I like it a lot. It's man. I'm trying to think. Like it's a song that I think is so good. Like it's such a good song as like an art piece type thing, but I don't love it as a song, like as like a musical. I don't love the musicality part of it. I get parts of it, I guess. I don't know. It's not one that I put on a lot, but I do think it is just such an incredibly written, well executed, well performed concept. For that, and that's really what this is about. It isn't like, oh well, is it on my playlist or my? How often am I replaying it? How much do I like it? I like the song a lot. I'm probably going to turn it up +8.5. +8.5. Not the most repeatable song. Not one I necessarily want to just like drive around and listen to all the time, whatever. But it's not like the most enjoyable song, but it is a very, very good work of art for sure. What volume rating will you give it? Comment down below. My name is Dave. This has been Music Felt by me here on Channel 3.4. This is a Wednesday Wheel episode. So make sure you get your votes in for next week's wheel. We'll spin that wheel next Wednesday. All right, I'll catch you on the next listen.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
3.4.